how would you describe the fourth quarter comeback bid, and is that full court pressure trapping thing something you could see deploying in the future?
I was inspired watching that group. That was fantastic. Down 20, 21, whatever it was, they kept fighting, and loved the defensive energy. It's something that we just haven't done well the last couple weeks, and I think we had maybe 6 deflections against the Lakers, and they just completely controlled the game. They never felt us defensively, and tonight I think we forced 12 turnovers alone in the fourth quarter. So that's the kind of energy and intensity we have to have that we showed early in the season, and obviously it wasn't enough, but it was, as I said, inspiring to watch them.
How do you kind of, I guess, try to recreate that when it's not a down 19 type situation?
Yeah, I mean, we have been a pretty aggressive defensive team this year. Blitzed a lot early in the season, not as much lately. Every game is different and every team is different, and so I think you can't do it against everybody because of the shooting threats, the possible ways that things can backfire, but you always have to have it in your arsenal to be able to change the game, and our guys did that, and we cut it to 3 and we had a chance, just couldn't get over the hump.
What are you seeing offensively right now when Dennis is at the controls?
I'm sorry?
What are you seeing offensively right now when Dennis is at the controls? Why hasn't he been able to get going?
Well, it's always difficult to go to a new team in the middle of the season and not know your teammates very well. So it takes some time. He's still basically in training camp with our team. I mean, he's been here less than 2 weeks, I think. Played 4 or 5 games, so it's just going to take some time. But what you do is you trust who the player has been for 10 or 12 years, and you trust that he'll get comfortable and settle in, because it's a tiny sample size we're talking about. He also came to us at a time where we've been ice cold, so he needs shooting around him. He's a pick and roll player. We were 7 for 38 tonight from 3, so he's coming off pick and roll, making some plays. He's going to be fine, but we've got to gain some confidence shooting the ball and find multiple guys in one game who get it going. That's the way to win in this league. You can't just rely on one guy. Tonight, J.K. was that guy. He was brilliant. I loved his game tonight. Just the purpose, the intent, the rebounding. He just played with force, and that's what we need from him. But last game it was Steph was that one guy. So we've got to get multiple guys, and that comes with confidence. We've obviously lost some confidence, but we're going to get it back. I've said this over and over again. I love this group. I love the competitive fire that they show. Tonight was a good example of that, and. Long season, We're back to square one, 12-3, 3-12. We're right in the thick of everything. I know it's tough when you're in a stretch like this, but we're where we need to be. We got to find it. We got to find the combinations. But that type of energy, that's what we need to turn this thing around.
Steve, what do you think Lindy gave you in terms of just trying to find his shot, but also getting some steals?
Lindy was fantastic. He couldn't make a shot, and he was a plus 16. The energy, the game flows when he's out there. He's a really good shooter, so his shot will come. He hadn't played in a while, but this is what I love about Lindy, is that he impacts the game no matter what, whether he's making shots or not. And when he got out there, the defensive awareness, the pressure, forcing some turnovers, helping to create some steals. He had a couple of them himself, but also was in the right spot to allow others to make steals. So, yeah, he was good tonight. I thought Moses too did a great job. But 7 for 38 in the modern NBA, it's going to be tough to win a game like that. So sometimes the ball doesn't go in enough, and that was the case tonight. But I thought a lot of guys played really well.
Coach, back to Schröder. Yes, he's just been with the Warriors for a short period of time. Can you tell me what do you see or what do you want from him as he gets his legs under him with the team?
I think he's a really good on-ball defender. You know, we put him on James tonight right away to try to bother him, and I thought he did a good job on James. And he's a guy who can play off the ball as well. Dennis is an excellent player, and I'm excited to have him, and it's just going to take a little time.
All right, thank you.
Steve, do you expect Draymond and Steph tomorrow?
I do.
Okay. Usually talking about confidence, obviously you wish you would have had those guys tonight, but seeing the young guys actually kind of play well in bigger moments that they might not normally get, how much does that help their confidence and maybe your confidence as you continue to evaluate the young talent?
Yeah. I mean, that's it's always what you want to see is the effort and the intensity, and we saw that from a lot of guys tonight. I thought Brandon was great. As I said, J.K., this is one of the best games I've ever seen him play, and so we've got to just keep pushing forward, pushing them to continue to compete and play the way they're playing, but blend them in with Steph and Draymond, and find that groove, find that momentum and that cohesion that we need, where we can get consistent performances from multiple guys.
Coach, Podziemski got the crowd really into it in the fourth. What'd you see from him tonight?
That was he's playing so hard out there, and he's going for a steal, and it's completely fluke play. Coffee was coming up to get the ball, and Brandon was trying to make the steal, and it was just a nasty collision, looked like an NFL play. And so there was no intent. It was just a guy playing hard. Thanks.
Thank you.